Hey guys, we're back, and I've gotten a little bit more work done over there, and I managed to start myself a mine. More importantly, I got a full set of diamond gear now, including enchants a little bit, and I have a pick going as well. I have a little bit more diamonds saved up now, so I can get some more stuff done as well. Built myself a quick little bone meal maker here, mostly because I need tons of white dye. We got that going as well. I don't know where I was putting that. Where did I put the dye? Oh, I used it. We'll put it in there for now. Got too much crap in my tight little place here, but we're starting to smelt up some glass and other things we need. Down here we got our mine going. And found quite a bit of diamonds down here, surprisingly. And over this way, I think these go into it. There's a huge cavern system down here, which I've explored. Got quite a few resources out of here. You can see some more iron up there. Pretty set on iron right now, though. But that worked out too. These stretch out. I don't know which way. It's this way. If I go this way and under, it actually goes under the base I was building. Definitely need a water elevator at some point, though. Haven't been to the Nether yet to even see the new stuff or get myself any soul sand, so gonna be a little while for that. Back outside here, we managed to make the farms a little bit bigger and more organized in what I'm growing, so I've got plenty to sustain myself now there. Over here, we got more work done here and also ran into a problem. You can see the glass. 8 boats. Come on. Alright. Let me out of the boat. I hate that. I don't know why that's becoming an issue again. There we go. I started putting the glass in just to see how big of an area. This inner circle is basically going to be the elevator tubes and things up and down, maybe a spiral staircase if you don't want to use the elevators. But I had a couple ideas for this. But as I put them in, I realized how shallow this really is. This is the bottom. And the real point of this is to be able, when this is all air inside here, to look out at the ocean basically as you're going through it. And not really deep enough. And I like the location, especially if once you see it on the map. It's not far from spawn. It kind of fits in this little bay area, but it's just not deep enough here. I could move it more in towards land. Just about. Let's go for a little stroll here. If we go this way more, this takes us more in towards the land. And it does drop off again here. Yeah, the bottom kind of drops down a little bit here, but you have all these little islands around. And I'm afraid we'll get too close to those. The other option here is to re-landscape all this and dig that all out, but I think that's going to take forever. Considering I'm not even sure this is the max size we're going to go, we might expand more too. So the other thought is to move it out this way more, which unfortunately takes us farther from the hub. But once we get out this way just a little bit, yeah, you can see the bottom drops away dramatically. And I'm thinking it would look a lot cooler out here. But that means tearing everything apart, bringing it over here and recounting it all out again. And this is much deeper. You can barely even see the bottom there. Keep forgetting I don't have Aqua Infinity either, so I'm gonna drown myself yet. But yeah, that's the plan. I think I want to move over here before I get too much built. Sadly, I already put all that glass down. I don't have Silk Touch yet, so I might leave that there until I can salvage it. But, yeah, I think I'm going to be much happier out with it out here in the deeper water. Be cool if there was a shipwreck or something around here. But yeah, this area is just much more interesting. Sadly, that means tearing down what we have so far, which thankfully isn't much. And I do have a plan as to what I want to do. And I started making the blocks I'm going to need for it. So that's helpful. Really? Go in here. In this mess that we have going, I really need bigger space. I got a ton of smooth stone. Light gray concrete going, a little bit of white concrete. I just started getting some more sand. And I found a ton of stuff down in the mine, so I have a lot of weird odds and ends. Really short on wood too, but I don't think I'm going to use too much of that. And glass is the big one, which we've got tons being made. But yeah, ideally I wanted to make it out of a lot of gray concrete and smooth stone. I wish there were smooth stone stairs. That's the only one thing to add a little more detailing. So I'm going to have to alternate between slabs and blocks and see what I can do. But I do have a plan for it, and it should be coming together here. And unfortunately, this episode, you're probably more or less going to see me move everything from over there to over there in the deeper water. But I guess I should get started on that. Well, after what seems like a really long time, managed to get the base moved and also hooked myself up the rest of the way. I've got started to put enchants on my armor. Ran out of levels, so they're not finished yet, which is why this is beat up. But we're getting there. Got a few on everything now. I do have a Silk Touch and a Fortune Pick now. Fortune Pick's actually looking halfway decent. And off here, you'll notice there is no longer anything. And we also got a present here from someone, and I'm going to shoot myself for not remembering because they said something in chat, which is why I came back to the house. Really cool box of books here. Bunch of protection, a bunch of unbreaking. I don't even have efficiency yet. Name tags, tons of gunpowder. An anonymous gift, it says. Bunch of golden carrots too. Ton of iron. This is awesome. We're actually going to take this stuff and put it inside because I don't want to leave it out here. It's unlocked. And while I trust most of the players on here, we do get a lot of new people that pop in from time to time. And maybe aren't familiar with the rules. I don't want to risk that. So we're going to have to rearrange in here. My tiny little house is getting cramped. Soon we'll be able to move into the base though, which is going to be nice. We'll put all the books in here. I think that's more than enough to set me for the rest of the books, so I just need to... these are the ones I had from earlier. Just need to get the levels to use some. I have some levels right now. So. And down here we did have Where did I put it? Yeah, I had a name tag from earlier, so we got some extra of those. Golden carrots will be awesome. I don't need them right this second. Same with the gunpowder. And our anonymous gift paper. That more than doubled our iron supply, which is nice. We are running a little short on diamonds right now because I made all the gear. I also have a diamond shovel and another diamond pickaxe in here, but they're both beat to hell, and I didn't have mending at the time to put on them, so they're kind of stashed away. And I don't know what I got in here. I think I was making, yeah, I was making potatoes. I had something to eat. I've been at the other base for a while, so. Anyway, yeah, this is getting super cramped, so we're going to have to do something about that. We're going to be moving off of this island soon, though. Over to the base. And I did take a long time. Like I said, everything that was over here is gone now, including the glass. I got the Silk Touch specifically to get rid of that. I don't even remember where it was. Right in here somewhere. But it has come a long way. And I really hope we get the rendering distance turned up again here soon like it was last season, because it was really nice seeing the city off in the distance. And that's the way this base is going to be. It's really going to be cool to see it. But yeah, we're off this side of the base now. You can see the ring here is the same as it was before. I haven't done anything with the outer ring, but now you can see it start loading. We put a lot of work into the core here. And this glass is what I had started putting in the other base and realized that the water was way too shallow. It is super deep here. We got all the room in the world to go down. I'm thinking that's probably about as low. I think it goes all the way down to 30. Pretty far. And you can see we started up here. The base concept for this, at least that I'm going off of, is LAX Airport, if you're familiar with that. And we're going to have, I think I'm going to go to the diagonals. There's going to be like an archway that comes up out of the water, goes up over the roof and down the other side. And then there's another one that goes the opposite way, so they crisscross at the top. And then on these flat edges where these lines go out here, there's going to be a reverse, like a curved thing coming in, and they peak at the top. And then we're going to put our platforms off the diagonals in here. Let's see how it's going to look. And there's going to be more detail to this glass tower too. I'm going to put rings around it, maybe some sea lantern lights along it all the way down. The inside of this, on the very center, is going to be an elevator shaft, up and down, probably 2 wide, maybe 4x4 on each. And surrounding it, the reason this is so big is all the way down there's going to be a spiral, kind of like a dual helix. Similar in design to the fountain that we had in the suburbs. And that's going to spiral all the way down this. And this is actually going to go all the way to bedrock eventually, down to my mine. And I might not do the helix thing all the way down, because right here it gets underground. You can't really see it anymore. So I'm not sure if I want to go all the way. But it's one side of it's going to be a water basically cascading down. And the other side going the opposite direction is going to be lava. So I think it'll look really cool. It's going to take a while, though. I still got to dig all this out. And like I said, I'm not sure if I want it to go all the way down, because you eventually get to this point where you see the ground on the other side. Unless I tear all that out on the outside, too, and put something there. That's a future project, because this is going to be a while. But it already goes quite a ways down, though. And it's really neat to see below. Whoops, I walked off the edge. Glad that didn't kill me. But it's really neat to stand down here below sea level. And I have some local friendly drown. They keep coming to visit. This actually ended up being bigger around than I originally planned for the center, but I think between the elevators and the helix thing, I wanted to make sure I had enough room and not run short. I figured it was easier to go too big than too short. But because of our friends out there, I did manage to get myself a trident, but it's beat to hell and I haven't been able to put enchants on there. I gotta get mending on there and fix it up. And we got some supplies in these. And a friend. Where did you come from? I thought this place was lit up. I missed a light somewhere. I don't think I have lights on that new ring at the top. That's where they're coming from. I bet. Yep, there's no lights up here. Oh, we'll take care of that right now. Let's see. And this is gonna keep like stepping up. This glass actually comes another floor out of the ceiling. And we're gonna do something with that. I don't know yet. Did I put this in there? On there. That should be enough. Of course, as the sun's coming up. This will keep these from spawning up here. I should have had these up here already, but I got lazy. Okay, back to what we were doing. So yeah, the big archways are going to come up over this. I'll try to stick a picture of LAX in here so you can look at it. And then the core of the building is going to be based on that. And then we're going to have to add a lot more detail, of course, as we go. But for now, that's the basics. And then up here, I'm not sure if they're going to be on this. Probably on this section, we're going to have the elevated platforms going off. And that outer ring is kind of a guide where I want the outer platforms going to go big circles out here. They might be anchored to the ground and come up. I might try to anchor them to the side of the building. I'm not sure how I'm going to do on that. Probably 4 big ones in these open areas anchored to the ground. And then some smaller ones off the rooftop. And then, of course, we're going to put some ships landing on those. Maybe some on the ground. Maybe some in the air above. Depends on how big this thing gets. Right now it looks really boring. I wanted to use a lot of concrete and metal looking materials. This smooth stone was the closest I can get. I wanted to use gray concrete, but needed slabs, and they don't have concrete slabs, so that kind of eliminated that as an option. But this area here is going to have entryways in and out of the elevator shaft all the way around, probably on the 4 corners. And it's going to be basically a lounge, maybe some shops, that kind of thing. And is there a block missing there? Oh, no, it's the angled walls. And yeah, that's kind of the gist of what we're going for here. At least now you can see more of what I was trying to do. I didn't get a lot done before I had to tear it all down, but making a lot of progress. And unfortunately I didn't record any of the actual progress, which kind of sucks, but there's no time lapse or anything. I'll try to remember to do that in the future. And again, like I said, this core came out bigger than it was supposed to be, but I want to make sure I have room for all that. Because you got to figure the helix thing is probably going to be 3 3 blocks wide. So that's here, here, and here. Then you have to have at least a wall. That's already bringing us back to this here. And then in the middle, you want a walkway that goes all the way around. And the very center is going to have the 2 elevators up and down. I'm thinking if I do a 4x4, or not 4x4, 2x2, a 4 block elevator up and a 4 block down. That still gives me a walkway around. Really have to just try building it and see what'll fit, but I really can't do much until I get the cylinder done, and I didn't really mess too much with that until I finish at least the base hull here. So it's coming along though, and hopefully you get an idea of what my goal is here and what I'm shooting for, and you'll see it kind of shape up. As I said, I got to put a lot more detail into it as I go. This is just the base shell to get the outline going. I really wanted to get something on the map after having to tear it all apart and move it all. So anyway, that's going to be it for now. And I know this is another really short one, but if I do them shorter, I can do more of them. And I think that's what we're going to try to do. But I will try to time-lapse something in the near future. Maybe when I go to build one of the outer pylons. Or I would record the archway, but I have no idea how I'm going to design that. So that's going to be a lot of building, tearing down, tearing down. It's going to be kind of boring to watch, I think. So, but anyway, that's the extent of the progress we have for now. And I think I'm going to call this one there. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.